Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. How about it, Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Liverpool show, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night. Let's go. And it's also the last day of MHF 15. If you don't get the 15% discount now, you can hold that and go back to 8% discount. So you can hold that, every single one of you. Love to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Do make sure you guys check out our sponsors and use the code MHF15 for 15% off, as tomorrow it goes back to 8%. We will be there tomorrow, inshallah, on the channel. I wake up feeling a Spurs fan, and I need Arsenal to win, because an Arsenal win will make our job easier on Sunday, in my opinion. But we'll discuss that some other day. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. You get me. And big up to all of you guys in the chat as well. Big up to Dan Potts for the raid. Big up to everyone who was watching us on MHF. Anyway, who turned off the fucking heater? Anyway, K-Max channel is in the description. K-Max channel. Emeka doesn't have a channel yet. Rax's Twitter is in the description. Subscribe to Mike Das LFC and subscribe to Liverpool Chats TV. That purple one next to you, that's from OK Jersey.
I don't know. My mother-in-law got me it.
That's from OK Jersey, 100%. Because I have the same exact one. That's the red. That's the purple Phoenix right there. You get me? So, yeah, last day for you guys. Had a great day. Come on, Mike, ruin it now. Shawnee, I saw you earlier on. You know, Shawnee, me and you, we had a rocky relationship. Me and you used to send in £2 super chats on the football terrace to insult me. Today on the Kopesh show, I was the only one positive about Liverpool. Shawnee sent £5. He's like, big up Husam, the only positive one on the stream. I cannot believe I've become a positive Liverpool YouTuber after everything that's happened. And by the way, this is without any exclusive interviews. You will never see me have a sit down with Slaughter or anything. You get me? And even if I did, I promise you I wouldn't charge you £5 a month. But that's buy to buy. So you get me? Even with that, without exclusives. That's not exclusives. I'm like this. So yeah, big up to you guys, man. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Shawnee. And yeah, big up to everyone locked in. What topic shall we discuss first, Jamie Phillips? I'm going to let you speak on whatever the fuck you want to talk about, and we'll make it our first topic of the day. Go for it.
Well, you might as well. Let's get the roundtable reaction out of the way with, because of the amount of PR that's brought in. Why don't we chat about that first?
Go for it.
Look, apparently it was a standard chartered thing where they do a few of these a year or something, and apparently it was the turn of all the three biggest bosses at Liverpool, which is, quite a coincidence when we're shit. I think a lot of people are making out maybe a bit too much from it. Some people are now, feeling for Arne Slot and agree with everything he's done so far this season. Some people think it was just PR nonsense, the whole thing. And, I've watched it about 4 times now, and it just makes me hate them. Because it's just so much crap. It's just so much fraudulent rubbish that I hear. It's just nonsense. And in fact, I prefer Arne Slot out of the 3 of them when they were all chatting. So I actually felt myself feeling.
Maybe that says more about you than it does about him, Jamie. Eh?
Yeah, but Richard Hughes, man. Look, Billy Hogan. I don't know.
That was such a curveball. I wasn't ready for it. Honestly,
I don't know what Billy Hogan does, man. I don't know what his job is, but Yeah, Richard Hughes. Look, I know that obviously Richard Hughes is not going to sit around a round table on Liverpool's own channel and slag off Arne Slot. You know, he's not going to do. I know that's what people wanted. It's not going to happen, guys. You know what I mean? But some of the stuff he said, I think a lot of the fan base feel like, is that really true? You know, do you really feel that way? And a lot of people think it's all bull and BS. I obviously laugh about this sort of stuff because I don't really mean everything I always say. But with this stuff, I think Richard Hughes has obviously got to back the man that he believes in. And, you know, Richard Hughes is a sporting director of Liverpool Football Club at Bournemouth. There's no pressure. You can just get on with your job, get on with your work. You know, it's a lot different. Now he's a sporting director of one of the biggest clubs in the world. And, you know, he wants to make Arne Slot work, which I can understand from his point of view. Like, it's his guy. He picked him out. He wants it to work. He must make it work. And all it makes me feel is that Arne Slot probably will stay next season as it is right now. And Richard Hughes is going to give him a barrel of money to spend again in the summer. That's what it looks like to me, you know, watching it. But again, it could be a whole PR thing, and they're just coming on, making everything nice and calm.
What do you think of this thing,
out.
though, Jamie? Because Ambient makes up a good point. After all this PR, though, they haven't given him a new contract. So, like, that's the thing. Exactly. I get what you're saying, Jamie, but
weird.
I do feel like it's trying to. You know how they say, like, just trying to fix the surface issue, you know, without really addressing the...
Well, I said... Do you remember when I said a couple of weeks ago that I feel like, from a Liverpool point of view, from Richard Hughes and people like that at the football club, they seem everything we've done this so far unlucky. Do you remember when I said this a couple of weeks ago? They said, I was just saying, they look at it like we've just been unlucky this season. Yeah, everything's been unlucky this season. Fine margins, as the manager would say. And when you listen to that interview, that round table interview, it sounds like that's how they feel. Like everything has been unlucky this year. It's a transitional year. They almost expecting this season to be like this, right? They say that now, but, you know, then it goes different to what Tom Werner said in the summer on that other podcast when he said we built a team to win now. So, and he's the actual owner of our football club with John W. Emery, obviously. And when you listen to him say that, and then you listen to this round table discussion where it does feel like Richard Hughes is thinking, Arne's my guy. Things haven't gone our way this year. It's a transitional year. But I believe in Arne. I believe in the football he plays. And then next season, I'm going to show you guys that I was right. That's how it comes across. So a lot of Liverpool fans are like, one thing gets said here, one thing gets said over there. What does it doesn't sound like everyone's, you know, singing off the same hymn sheet at the moment. That's what it is.
Do you want to go, Mike?
Politics.
You want to go, Mike?
Listen, to me, this is so basic. This is so basic. I have to, as an American, I have to sit every 2 years and I got to look at 500,000 political campaign commercials of a bunch of people saying a bunch of things that they're never going to do, right? But why do they do it? Because they want you to think that they're going to do something. So what does this actually do, right? By Liverpool coming out, first of all, this whole standard charter, they do this. I didn't see this once in the 10 years that Jurgen Klopp was here. So that's a whole load of bullshit. To me, what this signifies is the club is saying publicly, I back Arne Slot, but they don't actually mean it, right? But the problem is that Liverpool is such an emotional fan base that they need to see that the club is supporting the guy, right? So they're publicly backing all of those fans. Anyone who wants Arne Slot in, you've just gotten what you wanted. The club has said, right, we support him, but they haven't actually done anything. We didn't buy anyone that at least is going to come in right now. The guy comes in next summer. We don't know if Slot's going to be here. He hasn't signed a new contract, and things are not looking good. But I also don't expect the club to come out and say Arne Slot plays with a donut hole midfield. I also don't expect them to like Richard Hughes should not be the nerd that is able to break down Arne Slot tactically. That's not his job, right? So to me, all it is they're covering their ass. They're basically saying If he fails, I publicly backed him. So you can't get mad at me for firing him. If he succeeds, I publicly backed him. So you can't get mad at me for staying with him. They've put themselves in a win-win situation, and they've sort of settled that whole dispute between Arnie Slot out and Arnie Slot in. Like, at this point, I don't really care about talking about it. Like, the manager, it is what it is. It's like beating a dead horse. We can go in circles all day, but this is just politics. And I get it, from a corporate perspective, from a club perspective, quelling the fans, but that's all it is. Because at the end of the day, action is what defines anything. And so far, there is no action on the table. Zero. I have seen nothing for this season. I have not seen a contract extension. No players brought in. And they're setting themselves up for the future. Like right now, the board can't fail. They cannot, right? Because you spent £500 million in the summer. So you can't say that we didn't invest. We didn't have the right player to bring in January. So I understand it. Like, it's very difficult. Schlotterbeck's not leaving. Bastone's not leaving, right? Like, a lot of these guys, they're not going to just come to you in the middle of January in a World Cup season. And they're just covering their ass. But I'm never going to listen to it. I refuse to fucking hear that man's voice. I will never hear his voice again, ever.
There's a couple of things that stuck out for me.
Who's the guy you refuse to hear his voice?
I will never, ever. I will never. I won't click it. If someone else does, and I happen to be in the room, whatever. But I will never click on a video where he speaks, because he is the Antichrist. I hate him with a dying passion. I fucking despise the man. I despise him.
Slot, of course. You're talking
Yeah,
about Slot?
Arnie Slot. Listen, Richard Hughes.
You meant Richard Hughes.
No,
you know why he confused me.
Hughes isn't that bad.
I'm like there's only one Antichrist. There can't be two.
Being a sporting director is like, it's a very difficult job. And given how difficult it is, he's done, like, I believe in every signing that he has made. And he's not the one that chooses Arnie Slot. Like, it's not his final call to say fire Slot. That's Michael Edwards. That's the board above him, right? He's a small fish in a big pond, but he's a really good small fish.
So there's a couple of things that kind of stick out for me. I mean, one of them is Liverpool have a lot of yes men. Like, Richard Hughes is a yes man for Michael Edwards, who wasn't there. And also Billy Hogan is a yes man for the guys in America, and he always has been. And from the video, Arnie Slot is a yes man for Richard Hughes, because Richard Hughes basically turned around and said, I bought all these players. It's your job to make them work. That's pretty much what he said, in about all the other words that he made up. But that's what he said. He said, I'm not in the dressing room. I'm not the one who puts them on the pitch. I get them. You play them. You get the best out of them. Now, the thing which really, it really pisses me off is these roundtables have been introduced after Jurgen left, which is funny because Jurgen would never do shit like this. Like, he would never do shit like this. And he's probably been asked and he's probably said, nah, not a chance. So these have been implemented with all the yes men straight after Arnie's come in. Now, the interesting thing about it is they brought this one out just after we won 2 back-to-back games where we scored 10 goals. So everybody's on a high. We won in the Champions League. We went through to the next phase and we beat Newcastle, even though we got beat by Bournemouth the game before that everyone seems to have forgotten about. And it just tied nicely with the fact that we didn't sign anyone in January. The manager hasn't been backed in January. He told everybody he wanted players in January, but he never got them. So he wasn't backed. And yet again, we've left ourselves short. And there were pitchforks and there was a lot of hate online. And this has been bubbling for a long time. There is so much hate for Arnie Slot online. Like, maybe you don't see it on all the channels, apart from ours. But the big channels, you don't see the hate for him.
I've never seen Mike Das hate on Slot.
No, he doesn't hate him. He doesn't hate him.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Hate is a strong word, man.
Yeah, it's a strong word.
No, yeah. Hate is a strong word. I despise. I loathe. Despise is the better word. Hate is too soft. Hate is
like when you were speaking.
I just want to say one more thing.
Because this is related, K-Mac. I just want him to answer this one specifically. He won the league, Mike. Wow, I'm Slot out, but wow.
Okay, analogy. I got married yesterday, but today she fucked my best friend. Should I still love my wife? 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 It's that simple. It's that simple, bro. What he has done tactically.
I will say that the next day is insane.
Okay, listen, yes, but for lack of a better term, for lack of a better metaphor, and it's supposed to be dramatic, right? It's supposed to be hyperbolic, like that's the point of it. It's supposed to be over the top. It's supposed to be over the top because what he has done with this team, if you have any footballing sense, you'd be like, this guy is arrogant, he's ignorant, and he is the problem. And what you've seen over the last 2 games is that the players have not been the problem. Konate's progressive passing has not been the problem. All these bullshit fucking trigger words that everyone liked to say all season. Oh, we're not press resistant. We're not progressive passers. This has all been proven wrong. All of it. It has all been proven that this is a team built on individual brilliance with no system and no coach. He's the worst coach in Europe. Thank you for the trophy. I appreciate you, but get the fuck out of my life. Simple as that.
I'm on holiday and I tuned into her Tom Selleck yell again. That's what Ed is saying. Ed loves you, Mike, just so you know. He's like, he loves listening to you.
I love Ed. If Ed doesn't like my opinions, it is what it is. But these are just
unfortunately
opinions.
Ed is going to go and shag your best friend tomorrow, and then you're no longer going to be friends. But
hey, listen, I'm just saying.
Where are we going with this?
I could come up with 1 million of them, but that was the one that's just going to bang the hardest.
I was going to say 2 more things, but now we're talking about
bang the hardest.
Infidelity.
Yeah.
Bang the hardest. Yeah.
I'm a poet, Husam. What can I say?
I'm so fucking done with this guy. Big up, Ed. We'll get to the others later. Anyway, go on, K-Mac. Sorry, I just had to.
No, so I mean, I'm totally lost with train of thought now. But yeah, look, the cold hard truth is the guy hasn't been given a new contract. He hasn't been given any new players, and look, we were all gaslighted by the entire management. Like, Arnie doesn't just do gaslighting. Our management do gaslighting as well. So it's just a thing. But I wanted to say one more thing as well. Like, there was no questions that were asked that were questions that people wanted asking. Like, there's so many questions that we've got to ask these people.
Yeah, like even about the Mo
none
incident.
of them got asked. Like,
yeah.
It's like round table, more like fucking roundabout.
Circle jerk.
Yeah.
Listen, the thing that I just don't like. Go anyway. Emeka and Karax, you're the only one that haven't spoken. We'll come to you. I want to come to you guys next, and then I'll say my opinion on it. The only thing that's confusing me, I'm like, if Emeka and Rax can answer this as they're speaking their thoughts on it, is how can you be so pro Slot in this roundtable thing and not give him a contract, and on top of all this, not give him any January signings? Like, that's mixed messaging if I've ever seen it in my life.
So I think what K-Mac said is spot on. Clearly Slot is a yes man for these guys, and they can see that because all his quotes kind of align with the usual FSG propaganda about why we don't sign players. We're waiting for XYZ. I think the reason why there's been so much backlash from the fan base this time is because this felt like, I guess, similar to 2021 when we lost all our center backs. We thought this would be the one time where they had nowhere to turn, right? The last week before the window ended, Frimpong went down, Gomez went down, Bradley went down. So us as fans were like, you know what? We know our owners don't spend and they'll find any reason not to, but surely this is a situation where their hand's going to be forced. But clearly that wasn't the case, and they've put us in a position now where are we saying Ibu's going to play every game going forward? We're basically asking VVD to do that right now, every single game at 34. And we're just lucky. Like, we're just lucky he's literally a freak of nature and never really gets hurt, right? But I just think at some point we're asking too much of these players. It's not, we're going to have to pick and choose what we want to prioritize. And I think based on how poorly the first half of the season went, we can't really do that. Like, if we had just even 3 or 4 of these draws we had, if we just flip those to wins, and let's say we're 6 or 7 points ahead of United and Chelsea the way we should be, then it's like, okay, we have some breathing room. We can actually focus on the trophies. And we've given up on the Prem, but let's focus on the Champions League. Let's focus on the FA Cup. But now we're in a position where you actually have to focus on all three. Like we have to play our hardest in the Prem. Obviously, the fans are not going to accept us not going far in the Champions League, so you have to go hard there. Same with the FA Cup. So I just feel like it's all PR, it's all propaganda. That, as you said, they haven't given him the contract. So everything else they're saying is just.
But why, Emeka? Tell me why. What's your speculation for it?
My speculation is like what I've been saying. I think at the end of the last stream, I asked the question where if this guy somehow goes and I actually do think we're going to go far in the champs, but if he somehow wins the Champions League for us, like what can we really say? We're not going to say he should be fired. In his first 2 years, he won us the 2 biggest majors he could win, right? So I think they're basically saying, listen, we've given you enough money. We're not giving you any more. We're giving you these next 6 months to essentially show us that we haven't made a mistake bringing you in and that we should keep you on past this year. But if you don't win the Champions League or you don't win the FA Cup or you don't get us top 4, then we're gonna let you go. And I think that's essentially what's happening behind the scenes. I think this video they put out or whatever is just, it's more for the fans. Let's calm down the fans. Let's let them know we have a plan and whatever. But of course, everyone on this panel can see through that bullshit. But that's just for the average fan to just calm down a little bit. And to be fair, like the guy's clearly going to stay. The January window's closed. I see a City fan laughing about Champions League in the chat. You just won your first one, what, 2-3 years ago? Please calm down. But
this is the same guy that's telling us there's going to be a football lesson this Sunday. So we'll come to that City game. Don't worry.
You haven't won at Anfield since 2003. Please find shame.
Here you go. See, football lesson Sunday 11:30 Eastern. Told you.
Please, whoever that is, please find shame.
Hold that, Vixinia.
Listen, we've won Champions Leagues with much worse teams than we have now. I definitely think we can go far in that competition. And we're just player FC for the rest of the season. We'll go as far as these players take us, as far as the individual talent on our team takes us. And I actually think we have the individual talent to turn up in that competition, irrespective of this manager. So let's see how it goes. I don't want to be down the rest of the year because I actually do think we have a chance. I want to get behind the team in the Champions League, and that's his mission now. Get us the Champions League, or it's Champions League or bust, right? We're not going to go from winning a title and having a parade to this season cheering on a top 4 fight. It just doesn't make sense. Like none of us are up for that. We have one major trophy that's still available to us. We have to go for it. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't care to talk about Slot too much anymore. As I said, it's on the board now. The board made this decision, so they're gonna have to answer to it by the end of the season based on how it goes. So let's see how it goes.
Rax, you've been quiet. Talk to the people.
So the first thing this whole situation has taught me is if you don't actually pay that much attention to like the Twitter or Liverpool content for a while, you don't really hear that much about it, and that kind of goes without saying. But I watched this the roundtable thing the other day. I think it was the day before yesterday, and there were a few points where I thought, some people might get pissed off about particular points or whatever. But I watched it and I didn't really feel that much towards it. Ultimately, I'm with Mike in the sense that I don't think it means anything very much. It's a puff piece. It's PR. It's out there to help the club connect with the fans in different ways. And ultimately, if we don't get Champions League football, Slot will be gone. If he does get Champions League football, maybe he stays, maybe he doesn't. It depends on how we finish the season. So I wouldn't read too much into it. I don't think these things are planned on a results by results basis. This is quite a big piece of content. It may have been planned to coincide with the end of the transfer window, but I don't think it had anything to do with us beating Newcastle or anything like that. I don't think these things would have been planned with some kind of lead time in mind. We want to put this out then, so I don't think that's necessarily the case. And I didn't feel, I wasn't super pissed off about it. I mean, it's interesting to now come on here and people are more pissed off about it. Maybe I wasn't reading into it. Maybe I wasn't paying as much attention to it. Ultimately, I think results on the pitch will dictate what happens in the future. And if we finish the season poorly and the guys don't, like I said the other day, our objective now for the rest of this season has to be to put us in the best position to be successful next season. Of course, that if we win the Champions League, and winning the Champions League could go a long way towards it, or doing well in the Champions League could go a long way towards it. But ultimately, we need to finish the end of this season strongly. Obviously, again, it depends on how that takes shape, but that will determine whether Slot stays. And I think when it comes to Richard Hughes and the Yes Men thing, like, it makes sense for people to hire people who have the same vision as you, that are aligned with you. Otherwise, what the alternative is, and you should be able to challenge them, and you should be able to have a constructive discussion, but it shouldn't be that you should be getting people who are diametrically opposed to what you think. That makes no sense at all, right? You want to have a vision of football. That Arne Slot would have been given an idea of how he wanted to play. Whether, of course, you still have to make that come to fruition. But I didn't really see that much of an issue with it. And as far as Richard Hughes, of course, Richard Hughes is invested in Slot being successful, but he also his success at Liverpool is somewhat tied to Slot's success. But if Slot is to get sacked, we're going to have to get another manager in, and his success is therefore also going to be tied to somebody else. So he's not going to you're not going to cut your nose off to spite your face. If Slot doesn't achieve if he makes the wrong decision, then he's putting his own future in more jeopardy, because there's a possibility that then the owners may actually lose faith in him, because they say, "Oh, hey, you got it wrong with this guy. You should have got rid of him, and actually you kept him on." So I don't, it works both ways. I wasn't getting too pent up about it or hyped up about it. It is what it is. I just want to see results on the pitch, and if they come, and it depends on what shape or form they come in, whether they come in silverware or Champions League qualification or not. Listen, if we don't get Champions League qualification, Slot's gone, and I have absolutely no worries about it. Like I can understand if we go from being champions to second, third at a push, right? If we end up sixth, absolutely, that's unacceptable.
Sixth is unacceptable. You mean like outside Champions League spots?
Oh, yeah, outside Champions League spots. Exactly, yeah. To go from first to sixth, I mean that.
This was a conversation I had earlier today. Are you guys worried about not getting top four? Because this is part of the round table.
I
absolutely.
I
don't think we'll get top four.
Well, remember, it's five.
Yeah, sorry, top five.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll get top five.
I mean, listen, it's difficult because United are getting better. Chelsea, they're inconsistent, but we're not in the better position. Villa is there, City is there. It's not going to be easy. I mean, you could just win the Champions League and then not have to worry about it. But at the same time, like,
the word "just" is doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
absolutely. So it's definitely not going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult. And this whole idea of going from first to sixth, how about going from 5 points top to 14 points behind, right? Like that's a 20-point swing in half a season. Guys,
that should have been the sack. That should have been the sack.
Just wrap your head around 20 points. 20 points. I mean, technically speaking, before Newcastle, we were on pace to finish on 59 points. Now I think we're on pace to finish on 62, but like we've only won 54% of our games. So unless we turn that around by 30% and we win 85% of the remaining games, which I think everyone in here would say that is a ridiculous improvement. That is a drastic improvement. It's going to be a very big challenge. And I think that we're going to have to get to Like if we want to be really safe about it, you're going to have to get to like 78 points, 70,
Never.
75.
Not a chance.
No.
Look,
But again, that's if
thing
we're
is-
being like really safe. You're definitely in the top 5.
The
That's all.
thing is, like, people seem to have forgot we've won 6 games since September in the Premier League. Like we are lucky to be where we are because everybody
we're
else
also
is being
unlucky.
garbage. Like
We're also
everyone else
unlucky
is
to be where we
points.
are.
It's mad.
It's both. We've been lucky and we've been unlucky.
And
Like,
our home form isn't going to get us top 5. Like just our home form. Like we used to be a fortress. Like no one could beat us at home. Like now we can't. Now in some games we can't even score at home. Like Liverpool is so up and down. Like just get a graph of the league and the way we've been. We have been up and down all season, and it's gone from huge wins to loads of draws to huge wins, loads of losses to loads of draws, and now we're back to winning, losing, drawing. Like there's no continuity with Liverpool right now. Like, and the other teams have new manager bounce, which is what we should have because we should have got a new manager.
I mean, we're
I'm
we're
worried.
only
Like,
3
I'm
points
worried.
ahead.
Like I think Champions League is it. Like just
We're
like
3
Mike said.
points. We're 3 points ahead of Sunderland. Like, just put that into perspective. We're 24 games into the season, and we are 3 points ahead of a team that we only picked 1 point off of because of a Chiesa goal line clearance. We haven't even played them away yet. So yeah, I definitely don't think it's easy.
We've got them after City.
Yeah, away.
Yeah, I think we finish in top 4 comfortably.
Same.
I think we comfortably finish in top 4. I think Villa are very, very gettable, and I think they'll start to drop points as well. I don't know if Sam agrees with this, but I have a feeling all the new players now are starting to click a little bit, and the older players are starting to click as well. And I just have this feeling if we'll get top 4 quite comfortably in the end. I really do. You know, if we beat City, it's all in the City game. If we beat City, I think we're only like 4 points behind City then as well. So, and City ain't great either. Like Liverpool and City have not been great this year. And City will be catchable as well. So you pull everyone into it. If Liverpool win on Sunday, they pull everyone into it. If Villa drop points and we beat City and stuff like that, everyone's drawn into this like top 4 battle, aren't they? So I think it's about Liverpool keeping their important players fit. And just try and keep momentum going. And you know, obviously Wirtz and Ekitike have to stay fit. You know, I think Kirkez has been excellent lately as well on that left-hand side. Gravenberch has found a bit of form again now in recent games as well. You know, if we can just keep players fit and healthy from now till the end of the season, then players keep clicking into gear a little bit, even if they're just doing it off their own back and it's like magic moments or whatever it is. I think there's enough quality there in that Liverpool side to get top 4,
Isn't
top
that a
5.
charity, magic moments.
Man United have Tottenham and Chelsea have Wolves. Okay, in the next games.
Man United also aren't that bad.
Yep.
Man United have the 3rd most goals in the league.
Yep.
Man United are on a new manager bounce. They're not that bad, and we have to play them away. Like that's now a very important game. Going to Old Trafford after Man United beat us at Anfield, that's a must win.
I just don't think Aston Villa are going to finish the season above Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, me neither.
I
actually think we'll finish 3rd, not only finish.
They're still 7 points ahead of us now. Like,
I think
Well, Sam, if you're going to finish 3rd, you may as well finish 2nd. City are only a point ahead of them.
We might pass City if we beat them, honestly.
Think about it. Wait. Think about it this way.
I'm
Yeah,
not going to
where
go
you're
that.
getting all this optimism from because we just lost to Bournemouth recently, by the way.
But
Like, we
that's the thing.
Newcastle reserves.
I'll tell you where I get this
Where is it coming
optimism
from?
from. I'm not like Rax. Let's put City
We
to the
carry
side.
about
I have enough.
Newcastle reserves.
I have enough respect for City to have them 2nd. I'll tell you my logic for the other 3 teams. Number 1, Aston Villa are in free fall and will continue to fall because of Europa League football. Unai Emery is an expert in that competition, and even the game that we play against them, 3 days later they literally have a Europa League final. So, like, I'm fully backing them to get to that final, and I'm fully like saying, based off our experience of Thursday and Sunday football, I think that Aston Villa will get cooked. Chelsea are shit. Chelsea are even shitter than we are. Chelsea should have lost to West Ham at home. Like, Chelsea should have drawn or lost to West Ham at home. They have no game winners. Their best player is the right back who's injury prone. Their creative force is injured, playing through an injury right now. They got no real goal scoring forward that can get them over the line. And Man United, listen, we've seen this giddy shit before. We've seen Man United fans get giddy, which I warned all of you is the worst fan base in the world, has been proven correctly. I warned you all. I do think that they are the worst fan base in the whole Premier League. This is how I predict the top 6. Arsenal first, City second, us third, fourth Aston Villa, and fifth Man United. I think Chelsea are going to fall off badly because Chelsea's run, like, Chelsea are good now for the month of February. March, April for Chelsea is a fuckery. Like, they have incredibly difficult fixtures with, and I have no belief in Rossinier. Now, I have no belief in Slot, but I'm sorry, there is levels to this. I would still much rather be like, take my chances with Slot than have Rossinier. I just can't. Like, even in the games that they won with the guy, they are like, I was doing a show with Mo. Some people might say I'm biased. Mo is an Inter fan. He has no anti-Chelsea bias or anything. And even he said there are games against Brentford and West Ham could have easily went in the direction of Brentford or West Ham getting stuff. And I don't think Chelsea are going to have a good run to the end of the season.
So Husam, my only caveat to what you said, Husam, is our run-in is actually, I think, probably the toughest of all.
Yes, worse. Our run's
I
worse.
disagree. I think Chelsea have the toughest run-in.
Everton Man United's next 5
Everton
games.
away, Man United away, Villa away.
Okay. Villa at home, Habibi.
No, Villa's away. Villa's away.
Yeah, but that's 3 days before the Europa final. Context.
I'm just saying. I think our
When did they get there? Context.
They are going to get there. You know.
Husam. First of all,
man, you need to be looking at some of the games that the opposition have got.
I do.
Can
you look at the Chelsea?
No.
Can
Stop worrying about other
Here's
teams.
who I predicted.
Why are
I
you focusing on
predicted Chelsea to fall off. Guys, I predicted Chelsea to fall off, right? Can everyone here just look at April and May for Chelsea, please? Just look at Chelsea.
Forget
everyone
other
else.
teams.
Chelsea will fall off.
Why are we talking about Chelsea?
We need
We
to do it
can't-
ourselves.
What about Man
but
United
listen,
and-
hold
No
on.
form to do
Top
it.
down. Husam,
We only
top
need
down.
one team to fall off.
No.
We got nothing to hold our
I'm not
chest
doing
to.
this.
5
I'm not doing
spots,
this.
Emeka.
Don't worry about other teams.
True,
There are
5
42 points
Yeah,
left.
that's true.
There are 42 points left in this season, right? We have 42 points available from here until the end of the year. I'm not even worried about Manchester City at home. I'm worried about Sunderland away. I'm worried
I
about
agree.
all the other games against shit teams. Out of those 42 points, realistically, Husam, since you're so optimistic right now, what do you think we take away? 42 points available. How many are we getting?
35.
Okay, I'll
We need
tell
to
you.
get
Right.
70-ish.
So Jamie thinks we're only going to drop 7 points from now until the end of the season.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think we're going to go on a run.
I think we will
I
beat
think we'll-
Sunderland.
Fair.
We will beat Man City, but we will draw to Forest away because they're a
But
bogey team. We
40,
can't get
42
them.
points. How many?
We're literally one defender away from
just
playing.
give me-
Can I
Not
answer the fucking question? Let me answer.
Yes.
So we beat City, we beat Sunderland, we draw to Forest or lose, we beat West Ham, we beat Wolves, we beat Spurs. Brighton will win, Fulham at home will win. So that's 7 wins already. Everton
21.
away, I don't think we have the bottle to beat Everton away, so that will be a draw or a loss. Palace at home, Glasner owns Slot, so that's a loss or a draw. Man United away, I think we'll get something. Chelsea at home, victory. Aston Villa away, victory. Brentford at home, victory. So the
So
only
9 wins.
doubting,
So
let me tell you, I
27
doubt
would be.
Everton away, Man United away, Palace, and where's the fourth one? Forest. 4 games, I think.
Palace is a bogey team for us too, low key.
No, well, hold
Yeah,
on,
that's
hold
right.
on, hold
I
on.
counted Palace. I counted
calculator,
Palace.
calculating here. You
4
said
games.
9 of those are going to be wins, and 4 of those we're going to drop points in. So if we draw, if we draw those 4, so you think that 70 points is all we need?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. 70.
If you-
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
top 5,
yeah.
Mike. Top
yeah,
five.
This is top five. This is top five.
Not top four. This top five.
If you look historically, 66 points gets you top four.
Yeah.
66 points gets you top four. So if you get 70, you're definitely getting top four. If we get 70, we're definitely getting top four.
Well, you got to remember all the teams.
29 out of 42 to get to 60.
No, I absolutely. Listen, many things, bro.
And I
Fifth
think
place
we
could
get
be at
knocked out
60
the FA
points.
Cup,
We don't
by
know.
the way.
I'm
I think we
just
get knocked out the FA Cup by Brighton.
okay. I mean, listen, I respect the optimism. I do think that we're going to finish top five, but I think that this is going to go all the way down to the final game week. I don't think that this is.
I agree with that.
I don't think that this is going to be an easy stroll. I think that we're going to have games against shit teams where we put awful performances in, and then you have to add Champions League into it because now the expectation is, you need to at least make the final. Like, this has been such a terrible season. You need to go all in. Well, what happens when we go all in, but we only play 11 players every week? What happens when Hugo Ekitike gets
Mike,
20 straight games of
can I
90
convince you
minutes a
logically?
game?
Let's park Villa to the side. Forget Villa. Do you rate Rossinier as a manager?
No, but Chelsea have been more fortunate than we have this season, and I don't see a reason why they
that's
wouldn't
fine.
continue to
Do
be
you rate
fortunate.
Carrick as a manager?
I rate United as a team. I rate United as a team not under Ruben Amorim. That's what I rate.
Okay, we all agree we don't rate Slot. Fairs, except Rax. We don't rate Slot. Out of the players out there on the football pitch, who's more likely to get you 3 points? The Liverpool players, the Chelsea players, or the United players?
Liverpool have the best team on paper.
On paper, yes.
So eventually that quality will come through, is all I'm saying.
We also have the smallest team. We have the smallest team.
I mean,
Okay.
Who's coming off the bench? Who's coming off the bench?
Well,
I can say the same for the other clubs.
Who's going to replace the defender if we?
Palmer's been injured. They've been playing Neto. They've been playing Garnacho. Man United. If what happens if Mbeumo gets injured? What happens
massive benches and big squads. We are down to our bare bones.
No, K-Mac, United doesn't have a massive squad.
Like we're having to bring on Rio now. Like he's having to bring Rio on now. He's got to play him. Like because we are literally no players. Like
it comes down to this. I don't rate
sorry,
my
man, we're
manager.
fighting
I
on
don't
three
rate their
fronts.
managers either.
Fighting on three fronts.
I just think we're all equally shit. I just think we're all equally shit.
But here's the thing: Wirtz is going to win me 3 games. Ekitike is going to win me 3 games. When Isak comes back, he'll win me 2 games. Salah will turn it up for 1 or 2 games, and he'll win me those. Van Dijk will turn it up for 1 or 2 games, and he'll win me those. Alisson will save me a 1-on-1. You get me? You get what I'm saying? Like you'll have moments here and there that will eventually get you through. That's it.
Yeah, it's just quality. More quality.
My thing is just the Man City game. So
sorry, Jamie. I know you will agree with me interrupting you. Hold that, Wolfie, you fucking pussy. Hold that, Wolfie. Thank you for the raid.
The leads.
Hold that, you fucking pussy. You got destroyed by Leeds United today.
Hold them away.
But thanks for the raid. And we're 100% going to lose points, drop points to Forest. But thank you, Wolfie, for the raid. Anyway, go ahead, Jamie.
Look, the City games for me is if Liverpool can beat City at Anfield, I think Liverpool could go on a nice little run. It's that City game. If Liverpool can beat them at Anfield and get 3 points after good results against Newcastle and Qarabag, where they're starting to score more goals now and, relax a little bit more up front. And, Ekitike and Wirtz are on superb form. I mean, Ekitike is probably the most on-form striker in the league right now. You got Wirtz who's in top tier form as well. I'd say Graham Birch playing better in the last few weeks. So that City game, look, if we lose to City, then it's probably all over and we're just going to have to try and win the Champions League and get into the Champions League, in my opinion. So it's on that City game. I think it's quite condensed. If Liverpool can beat Manchester City, and this is all can and ifs and buts, if Liverpool can beat Manchester City at Anfield, everything is getting very condensed between 2nd and 6th. Everything's getting tighter. So, Villa, look, Villa, obviously, they'll be looking to win that Europa League. When you look at the teams in that Europa League, they're probably the best team in it.
I actually looked at them, by the way, Jamie. It's only Roma and Porto. And
they got a team and they got a manager who knows how to win that trophy as well. So I think they go pretty far in that as well, which gets them Champions League next season anyway, no matter where they finish in their league table. So, it's on that City game. If Liverpool can put in a decent performance, get the 3 points, then everything gets more condensed, and then you got to just take it from a game by game standard after that. But yeah, why not, man? Why not? What else have I got to look forward to in life right now? You know what I mean?
To add on to what Jamie said, I also think quietly, like we've gone about our business as a team. Like we're not perfect, but I think it's one loss in our last 16 games, all competitions. So quietly, the team has turned things. Obviously, there's a lot of draws in there, but one loss in 16 games based on where we're coming from is quite a big turnaround. So I think the team's starting to click. The players are getting used to each other. And I don't know if anyone saw Virgil's interview with Sky I think it dropped today, but
yeah. With Neville, I haven't watched it.
From what he's saying, Husam, they're very focused on the Champions League and the FA Cup. It's not just,
McAllister said the same thing, by the way. You remember?
Virgil
they are, baby.
On Sky. Virgil did,
are.
Okay, we're losing to Man City now. Yeah. Yeah, well done, Virgil. How many times do our players have to do these big-ass interviews acting like big men and then pussy out on the next game?
I don't know. I don't think anyone should be worried. Listen, maybe I'm the one who's going to make the proclamation, but I don't think that we're going to have a problem beating City on Sunday. I don't think that it's going to be like Arne Slot versus teams that are better than us is the best version of Arne Slot that we ever get. Man City have a horrendous record at Anfield. They haven't won since there was no fans in the stadium. I'm pretty sure
they were all Arsenal fans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that treble-winning season they lost at Anfield. When we played them at the Etihad, that was at our absolute lowest, and when Slot was in the that was when Slot was the most lost. Like Slot has been lost this season, but the most lost he ever was at that point. Because it was because it was off the back of beating Real Madrid, and he thought he was him again, and then he realized, oh wait, I'm fucking nothing. But to me, I just think that Ekitike has proved over the last 3 games, stick him on the halfway line. Like he doesn't have to drop. If he stays up top, he can run for 60 yards and he can score a goal. You look at that Kirkes pass, that's off a set piece. I'm almost positive that the play that transpired right before that was a set piece. Ekitike was already at the halfway line. He started running, boom. So to me, I just think we're going to see what we saw against Arsenal at home. We're going to see what we saw against Real Madrid. We're going to put 7 guys behind the ball. We're going to double up on the right-hand side. Someone's going to be helping out Szoboszlai the whole time, and we'll just stick Ekitike up top, and we'll say, if you get the ball, look for the ping. In the moments of the game, when the spell is right, try to control it, try to hold possession, but we're not going to try to do that for this whole game. We're going to play defensive, we're going to play pragmatic, and we're going to hit you on the counter. And, listen, City might have just smashed Newcastle, but Newcastle fucking suck. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. They're terrible away from home. They didn't have Bruno G or Joelinton, so I'm very confident going into this weekend. I'm way less confident against Sunderland.
Yeah, they could have scored 3 against City that game, to be honest.
Yeah, I will say this yet. Obviously, City have been playing this very high line in recent games. Yeah, just change it up a bit. Playing this very high line. I think Pep's playing that against teams because he needs the 3 points, and the teams he's doing it against, he probably doesn't respect as much. But coming to Anfield, I'd be surprised if he plays that high line. I think Pep Guardiola's talked a lot about Liverpool in the last few days, especially today, and he actually has the utmost respect for our football club and our stadium and all that. And I'd be surprised if he goes to that high line like he's been playing in the last few weeks, because Ekitike and Wirtz are they're too dangerous at the moment, and to play that high line would be extremely risky from a Pep Guardiola point of view. But I might be wrong here, but I think he'll probably respect us a little bit more and might drop that line a little bit further back. But let's see, man. Let's see. It's gonna be a great game, an exciting game, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm worried though, because City have got a secret weapon, and it's Semenyo. Like, he's absolutely torn us to shreds every time we played when he's been on the opposite team. So let's see what happens. But look, this season we got schooled at City because we rocked up
We
and
did.
we thought we could play them.
did.
We could play them at their own game. We thought we could try and press them high. Are we going to do that at Anfield? You would expect
We can't.
so. You would expect you do that at home now, but he's got to play.
Oh, you mean like high press
Yeah.
them? Oh, if
He's
he
gotta
does
play
that again,
different.
we'll get abused again.
Has to play different football. But if he thinks that like these two wins where he scored 10 goals against a reserve team and minors from bloody Azerbaijan or whatever, then that's going to go to his head, and maybe he does something different. But I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong, and I hope we do perform against City because I think pretty
We'll
much
come to the
top
City
five.
game in a.
I think
We'll
top
come
five
to the game in a
revolves on
bit
us
because
beating
I feel like
City.
I want to preview it in a separate section. So
Yeah.
everyone's done now on the round table. Everyone's done on like
Yeah.
the whole top 4 conversation. I think everyone's made their feelings clear. Let me just grab these and then we're going to move on to just properly preview that game. Big up to Sean. He says fraudulent. It wasn't even a round table. What was it? A square table? Happy now, Sean? You get me? Since that's the point that you want to harp on, brother. Come on, man. We're asking too much of these players. Direct quote from Emeka. Caster, I have to say, I giggled. I giggled internally when he said that because he don't keep the same energy for a different guy. But
Emeka just went back to the
I don't know, each of the
1980s.
things I might have like Castor. If me and your girl have ever done anything in the past, I apologize because I feel like I've tickled a nerve with you. Every chat you're in here talking to me, like it's not that serious, brother. Calm down. So if anything happened between me and your wife or your girl, I apologize.
there's no way you went for that route.
I just don't get it. Like I only see him mention my name in here, so I'm. If he was a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit
good.
deeper,
You have fans. Sorry, Mike. It was. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know.
Your best
It's-
mate. Your best mate.
And dad. So it's a 2-on-1. That's what he said.
Oh, the cheating analogy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Why do the bookies have us as underdogs on Sunday? This is why I don't bet, brother. Don't gamble. Don't gamble your life away. You get me? But this is Anfield, baby. Hold that. K-Mac is desperate for us to fail. Weird is what Sean is saying. Yes, K-Mac, any response? Or are you going to talk about
I
Sean?
literally just said I hope I'm wrong.
He did.
Fairs. I thought you were going to go for Shawnee's wife as well. And big up to all of you guys locked in. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing. Guys, how do we have 800 people in here and we're not even at 200 likes yet? Like, you want us to criticize Slot, but your return is even worse than his conversion rate. Imagine. You have a worse return than Arnie Slot win rate. So close the live chat and hit the like button right now and subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please like the video. Please subscribe right here, right now. Anyway, let me start off with Rax on this one. Big up to all the super chatters as well. Big up to all the mods. I see everyone who's always here. Rax, my brother. This Sunday, Manchester City pull up. How do you feel about that game?
It's going to be an interesting game. We expect Arsenal to have won by the point that we kick off. So I think if City drop any points, then it's definitely title over. I can't see them coming back from a 8 or 9 point deficit to Arsenal. Just simply because I'm not. City may win most of the games, but I'm pretty sure that Arsenal will win most of their games too. So I don't expect Arsenal to collapse, even though they've got the game at the Etihad. I think an 8 or 9 point gap will be too much. So to some extent, City will have to come out, and that will probably give us some openings. I can understand if they may approach the game in a cagey manner initially, but I think come the second half, it's still 0-0. Or still some form of draw. Towards the end of the game, they will have to be a bit more aggressive. But look, we haven't been at our best this season at Anfield. I think everybody can agree. but I think the fans will be up for this one because it is against a big rival. I'd love to sit here and say that I don't have any doubts in my mind. I think this season has given me and most of us on the panel some food for thought, especially compared to what expectations were at the start of the season. But I think we have beaten Arsenal this season. We have beaten Real Madrid this season. We have beaten Inter Milan this season. I think City would be a good scalp to go along with that, and I really hope it happens. And if it does happen, again, it will show that when we want to and when we play our best, which I think to win we'd have to, that we can beat anybody in the world. And maybe that will, like Jamie said, maybe that will be the springboard. There's been so many false dawns this season. This is what concerns me. There have been so many false dawns. But if we go and we beat Newcastle convincingly and we get the points against City, I will start to have a little bit more belief that we can finish the season strongly, maybe achieve some great things this season. But like I said, for me, the most important thing is to go into next season performing well. And that starts with ending this season well.
Yeah. Look, do Arsenal play before them, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if Arsenal beat Sunderland, like we all think they will do, they go so far clear. That might have to push City on in our game where they have to get 3 points. Like a draw's not good enough. So, they put everything into it to get 3 points and really press us high up the pitch, which could leave gaps in behind that the players that we got can, use. So it could be a very 50-50 up and down game that way. I think City fans will also agree with this. Although Liverpool have been terrible this year, City have not been as bad as us, but there's something quite not right with Manchester City. I think even City fans are willing to admit that. Their midfield and defence at times looks a little bit leggy, like Liverpool's does as well. They've got that alien up front who's doing things, but they got Semenyo who's come in and hit the ground running and getting goals, so they're good there. So that's why I think it is going to be a very 50-50 game, for the fact that City can't leave Liverpool really without 3 points, just because if Arsenal win, the title's probably over. I don't think City, with Pep right now, even Pep will probably admit this, the team he's got right now probably hasn't got it in them to get the points back on Arsenal like they have in previous seasons, with the quality they had. They probably haven't got that right now. So you'd pretty much think that sews up the league for Arsenal. So should be a very exciting game Sunday, man. Sunday should be very exciting. Could be very end-to-end sort of basketball game of football where City are putting it all on the line because they might have no choice. And Liverpool can take
Am I the only one here with supreme confidence?
Oh, Liverpool might play like this mid-block where they play more of a counter-attacking game because they know City going to bring everything onto them. So for that, it could be a really good game of football.
I'm with you, Husam. I'm pretty confident. More so, just like I've always been confident with the City at Anfield game in general. Even the year when we won 1-0, when Salah spun out friggin' Cancelo at the halfway line, like we were shit that year. If you guys remember, we were terrible.
Emeka, you're lagging out like crazy, by the way. You might need to leave and come back because you're lagging out like crazy. He's lagging out for everyone else as well, not just me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're lagging out like leave.
So, look, normally I'd be quite confident about Manchester City at home because we normally have their cards marked. But we normally play City in the second game, and we're normally on a title charge, or we're actually on the road to something. But now we're just trying to stay in a top 5 race, which is just ridiculous. And you've got Chelsea, Manchester United, Brentford, and Sunderland could all go ahead of us, like by more points. Like Chelsea and Manchester United could be like 4 points ahead of us by the time we play. Like if Sunderland beat beat Arsenal, which they can, by the way, like Sunderland are a good team at home, then they'll be ahead of us. So they'll leapfrog us. So we could actually go into this
It's
game.
better for us if Arsenal beat Sunderland. It's actually better.
Well, I want Arsenal to lose every single game because I just don't want Arsenal to win the league. Full stop. Like that, but that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, but I'm talking for our game on Sunday because if
Yeah.
Arsenal lose to Sunderland, it will give City players extra motivation, which I do not
It's
need.
just like, and this is the problem. This is the problem I've got, and I can't get away from it. Is we shouldn't be in this fucking situation because we dropped 4 points against Leeds alone. Like Leeds just beat Nottingham Forest 3-1. Like we got thumped 3-0 at Anfield. Like, and everybody's got this ridiculous confidence that we're going to start winning at home and we're going to start beating these teams. Like, if we go a goal down, which we always do, by the way, and we went a goal down to Newcastle as well, if you didn't remember that, who knows what happens? Who knows what happens to us right now? And the problem is, we rely on the same guys over and over and over again now. And we are basically relying on Ekitike and Wirtz to do everything. To do everything. And if they don't perform, there's nothing. Liverpool have got nothing because we haven't got anything from Cody and we haven't got anything from Salah. There's no more other players at Liverpool right now that are going to do anything apart from those two. So where I'm sat is just where I'm sat with Liverpool right now. Like, we could win, we could lose, we could draw, whatever. Like, I'm going to watch the game because I love my club. But I don't know what's going to happen with this. And Semenyo is a nightmare. And our old assistant manager is a fucking nightmare as well. Because he knows our right-hand side. And he knows how weak we are. And we don't even have a right back now. Sorry.
Szoboszlai gonna play right back.
Makes you confident. That makes you confident.
Yeah, look
I
how
mean,
we played against Galatasaray.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
Szoboszlai
Semenyo.
playing right back.
To be fair, City don't have a right back either.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they don't. Yeah.
And also their left back was a number 10. So, like, I think it's going to be a very good game of football. I'm actually looking forward to the game. So I think it's going to be a very entertaining, exciting game of football. I'm actually looking forward to it. Really looking forward.
And it's the only like, to me, Sunday is not only is Sunday the literal Super Bowl here in America, but Sunday is like the Super Bowl for the Premier League season. Like Manchester City at home is the biggest game of the season for us. We're not winning the title. We're going to be in a top 4 race. This is it.
No, it's not
Like-
the biggest game.
No, that's not the
To
biggest.
me? No, I'm talking about to me. To me,
The
I don't
biggest
think
game is Man United.
I don't again, I'm saying my opinion. I don't give a shit about playing United. United haven't been relevant for 13 years. I don't care. City have been my most direct rival, and they've given me the best games of my life as a Liverpool fan over the last 15 years. So, yes, of course, beating them 7-0, that's great. But, you know, when I think about my favorite games, I look back to Salah's cutback at home to Manchester City. I look back to Salah turning Joao Cancelo on the halfway line. I look at Pep Guardiola falling to his knees and crying in the middle of a game. So this is it. This is the only game left in English football. Obviously, Champions League, that's different. Who knows how far we're going to go? Those games will be bigger atmospheres. But this is it. So I expect to see the loudest that the stadium has ever been, the most energy that the stadium has ever had, the most energy from the players that I've seen all season. I expect to see the tip-top version of Slot because City are a better team. And regardless of what City needs, even though in theory losing this game in the long run would benefit me because I hate Arsenal the most and I want to see them suffer and I need City to catch them, I think that we're going to win
Out
this
of
game.
curiosity, am I the only one
want
here
to win this
who
game.
wants Arsenal to win the league? Am I the only one?
For sure, you're the only one.
I don't know about once. I don't mind as much if they win.
No, I can't stand Arsenal. But no, I listen, I just think that
Bears.
no one here. I mean, we all watch Liverpool extensively. We talk about it every week. None of us should ever be concerned about a team that is better than what we're playing. We never really are, because we always show against those teams. It's the teams that suck. It's the Sunderlands at home. It's the Forest at home. It's the West Hams. It's the Fulhams. Those are always the teams that destroy us.
I do agree with you. Sunderland away is probably like a more irritating fixture for me. I agree with that, Mike. I don't even think you're lying or anything.
We're gonna play conservative.
Like, I really have a very good feeling about this game. I'm like Jamie. I'm probably even more positive than Jamie. I have a really good feeling about this game. Like, I think we can win by 3 goals. Like, I think we will really like turn up. We haven't played football in a week. Wirtz and Ekitike are cooking. Van Dijk is doing interviews pre-game. This is one of the teams that Mo actually plays well against. And you've got these midfielders that are like, you know, have been a little bit lethargic. Now with a whole week of rest behind them. Even Konate is rested a whole week. I love the moment that he had against Newcastle at home, of course. And I really feel really good about this game. I really do. And usually if I feel bad before a game, I'd say it. But I actually, like, I legit feel good about the game. Like, I think we're going to repay what they did to us at the Etihad. I really do. And, like, for me, look, all this Arsenal shit, at the end of the day, I want Liverpool in Champions League football. Like, with all due respect, when I see the Europa League team now, like, I'm sorry, Jamie Phillips and K-Mac will probably relate the most, and Mike now, because, like, he's as well, like, doing content and stuff. Bro, I'm not trying to do this fucking Liverpool versus random teams and shit. I'm just really not trying to do that. I'm actually, like, I'm legit not trying to do it. One thing about Liverpool Football Club is, as shit as we can possibly be, we belong in the Champions League. You can call it arrogance all you want, but even a team with like fucking Andy Carroll and Jay Spearing in it would have represented the Premier League well in the UCL. Like, Liverpool Football Club and the Champions League always have a special relationship. Even under Jurgen Klopp, people don't deep this. The only teams we've lost to was Simeone or Real Madrid. That's it. Like, you know, it's not like, you know, like even Pep, right? Pep is undeniably one of the greatest managers of all time. But even Pep lost to like Lyon, Monaco, shit like this. Klopp only got beat off Real Madrid and fucking Atleti. Like, he never got beat off like some shit random team. Who the fuck eliminated us the last time under Klopp? The last UCL season, who eliminated us?
It was Real, wasn't it?
In the last year of
Real Madrid in the Vatican.
Yeah,
one second, the last year of Klopp, weren't we in the Europa League?
Yeah, it was in Europa League.
Yeah.
The year before that, who was it?
No, Leverkusen. No, it wasn't Leverkusen. It was
Atalanta Europa League.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Atalanta
Guys,
at home.
no, I'm talking about the year before.
He's talking about champs.
Yeah.
UCL.
It was Real Madrid. It was Real Madrid.
Real.
They beat us 5-2 at home.
We got whacked at home.
Yeah. Remember?
We were winning 2-0.
Hey Jamie, there's a reason why I forgot that game. There's a reason why I forgot.
Hey,
that
was Ice Spice on a.
we
that
got
was
abused
Ice
that
Spice.
game. Those
Bambi and
first
Ice Spice.
20 minutes, those first 20 minutes against Real Madrid at home,
Yeah, we battered them.
Salah was on smoke. Even
Nunes
Nunes
could have put us
scored, I think, a
3-0
back
up.
heel that game, and we were 2-0 up. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Nunes could have put us 3-0 up
I
with a
have
miss.
no idea what the fuck happened. You know, the rest of the fucking 80 minutes, 70 minutes, I just aired it completely.
Karim Benzema and Luka Modric happened. That's what happened.
Benzema was on
Benzema
smoke.
was on smoke.
Smoked at their ground as well in the second leg.
Wasn't that the year he won the Ballon d'Or?
Yeah,
Didn't Vinny score against us as well, I swear?
Yeah.
Yo,
Everyone scored
that-
against us that game, bro.
That Vinny goal was the goal that Allison gave away, though.
Yeah,
Alisson-
that was
Yes.
Allison pissed me off so much when he gave that goal away, man. Because you knew it was coming.
I was very proud of Slot last year when he beat Madrid. Like, I was really proud. When we beat Madrid last season, we had 2 games back-to-back last year. We beat Madrid and Man City.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you
back-to-back.
proud this
And I
season?
couldn't
Were you
believe
proud?
it. Like, I really couldn't believe it at the time. We
I
beat
mean-
Real Madrid, man.
I know.
that Real Madrid game isn't as bad as the Atletico round of 16, in my opinion. It doesn't hurt nearly as much.
Oh,
Llorente,
5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes with Adrian. I want to talk.
Llorente's double in whatever it was, like 5 minutes. That crushed me more than that.
I will
Real
never
Madrid
forgive
fight.
Adrian, ever.
Because of the
Yeah,
way
we
that
should
we
say
did
his
it.
name now.
This whole forgive and forget. fuck him. I will never forgive him. There is no team, and I stick by this, and I don't give a fuck what anyone in the chat says. There is no team in Europe that would have beaten Liverpool that year. No team.
No.
By the way, we did our job. We were 2-0 up against Atletico.
That was early Spaces days, right? Husam?
Yeah.
That was
I
early
forgot
Spaces
the
days. Right?
Adrian factor. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, he kicked the ball right to Llorente.
He just
And then
gave it to
Morata
Llorente.
scored the winner.
We did everything, and then we were 2-0 up, and we did our job, and he just gives the ball to Llorente. Motherfucker.
Yeah. See, that's how I feel about the Allison
game.
pass to Vinny. We were 2-0 up, and he just gave the ball to Vinny, and then I was like, "Fuck, we're probably gonna lose."
Yeah, but there was
With Allison, you
there was
feel so much
more
better about
time
him
in that
than
Yeah,
game.
of course.
And also, that's also not fair because our midfield was still Stefan Bajcetic and the old lanky Fabinho. Like, I'm talking like this was the best version of Liverpool, and we threw away that game at. I know exactly where I was. I was in Salt Lake City. I was skiing that fucking day. I stopped skiing to watch the game, and
before that game, and he hated me.
Yeah,
that's when
100%.
that's the summer where Mike knew about me, and he hated me.
No. The summer I knew about you was when we lost to Real Madrid in the final.
That was the summer. The year after was when Liverpool were really bad.
Oh yeah. I remember I would comment and be like, "Who's this negative fuck? Like you can't blah blah blah." And I was like,
now you're the negative fuck.
Little did you know that he would be out negativing you a few years later.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to share reality. That's all.
I can't be having all the hate for Karius. Like Karius had concussion.
You were Shawnee. You were this type of guy, you know. You were this type of guy to me in the chat, and then you joined forces.
Karius had concussion. I'm sorry.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, you were.
You were
the FS. You were the
having
FSG
concussion
guy.
Doesn't mean throwing it to Benzema.
I was FSG in for years.
No. Husam was the FSG guy. That's what I knew you as before I got on the channel. You're the FSG guy.
I got so much hate for that, for being FSG in.
I remember
I still don't love
when the whole plane thing happened as well with Kurdish. There are many people who are supportive.
Where's Kurdish? Have you heard from Kurdish?
Yeah, every like 6 months we message each other.
We should get back on it, man. Just have a little old time international break, like an old timer stream or something.
Are you saying you don't want these guys to be
old timers?
No, but not old time. You know what
Are
I
you
mean?
saying fuck Emeka? That's what you're saying. Are you saying fuck Mike?
Oh man,
he just said fuck Mike and fuck Jamie Phillips.
Man, okay.
What happened?
You remember who used to be with us on those panels, right? Me, you. It used to be Monts. It used to be Saint. Shout out to Saint if he's watching. It used to be Jerry James.
G and James.
Tom Little used to join us as well. Remember the days? Yep. Used to be them days, man. Those are. I still remember when we used to do the fucking book club, bro. It used to be the fucking. It had to be the greatest thing.
Isn't that ironic? And Pep Linders is returning to Anfield this weekend as well.
Yeah, and all the Liverpool fans are like, "Fuck your book." Yeah, I said that 3 years ago, mate. You should have joined in.
You did say that. You did say
Pep
that.
Linders. Oh, exposing all of Klopp's secrets. I will never be an assistant to anyone else. And then he's assistant to fucking bro. I can't stand.
Yeah, he's a fraud. He's a fraud.
You know. I
would you turn down that job, though, Emeka?
Like
Would
I
I
actually
turn down that job.
Would I turn it down?
Yeah. Would you turn down working for Pep?
No.
Like, seriously?
No, I would not.
No, man. Especially when you failed in Switzerland.
at Manchester City.
Austria,
No, but
or whatever it
if
was.
Pep was at Man United or Chelsea or Everton, I would turn it down.
Yeah.
I
think
no.
that's why he gets
See, I'm not
the
going to
pass.
stand
It's
this.
City. 'Cause
This
it's
is ridiculous. You're leading with your emotion, bro. Like America beat the Nazis and then went to all their scientists and they were like, "Hey, listen, I know you did a bunch of fucked up shit, but you're smart as shit. So get the fuck over here." Like that's just the way of life.
Come and join the
That's just
Manhattan
way of
Project.
life.
Is that what you're saying?
That's just the way of exactly. That's just the way of life. Like, bro, Pep and Linders for us, you know, he won everything, and then he tried to become a head coach. He failed, and you know, if you fail, who's the best head coach to work under right now on the planet? Pep Guardiola. And also, Pep and Linders said the first person I called was Jurgen, and I was like, "Can I do this?" And Jurgen was like, You'd be an idiot if you don't. And like at the end of the day, these guys, they're employees, right? Like they don't. It's different.
A grown man.
Isn't it weird that Pep Guardiola's got Cola Toure, who was our defender for a while, and Pep Linders as his coaching staff?
I'll tell you what I find weird: a grown man asking another grown man for permission.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
That's what I find weird, man. What's that?
I don't know. It's like it's just respect.
It's a respect thing. I don't know if
He
it's
didn't want to hurt his feelings. He didn't want to hurt Jürgen's feelings, even though he went and worked for Leipzig, who are like the arch enemy of Dortmund.
It's like
Jürgen's like, yeah, whatever.
Klopp's a savage for that.
It's just ridiculous, man. Fucking
I think it's just respect. It's just respect, Jamie.
Like, it's utter dribble. That's what it is, man. It's just utter dribble. It's just like, gotta be respectful. Fuck him. Just do what you want, man. Just get some tits.
Intensity.
I love when Jamie Phillips just gets angry. Like,
I just hate it. I just say, gotta be respectful to a man I don't probably talk to anymore. Fuck him. Do what you want, man. Jesus Christ. It just pisses me off. Just do what you want. Klopp don't care. He probably got the phone call. Hey, it's Pep. Yeah, what you want, son? He don't give a shit, man. He's doing his own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie, do you tell your missus when you're going down the pub?
No, she can fucking
just do what you want, man.
Why do I need to tell her? She knows where I am. I've got a phone.
You're killing me.
Fuck, I'm out. Yeah, where are you? I'm out. What? What are we doing here?
let me ask you all another footballing question. Since we spoke about Champions League and top 4, who here thinks we can win the Champions League? Not we will. We can.
We will. Yeah.
Anyone can.
I think we will.
How's Rax the only one who doesn't believe?
No, I think we can. I think we can.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we will, but I think we can.
Who thinks we're top 3 of like who can win the Champions League?
No, I think we will win the Champions League.
I'll say Bayern, PSG, and then us.
Not Barca?
Oh, Barca too. Yeah, fuck. The thing is, their high line. I just feel like we could get at Barca. Like it would be a shootout. I feel like we could get at that high line.
No one wants to hear it.
You know who we would need for Barcelona? We actually need Isak.
We can't rule out Arsenal.
We actually.
No, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing it.
I am ruling out Arsenal. I am ruling out Arsenal. And by the way, I'm not ruling them out based on heritage.
Everyone used to rule out City. I'm not ruling
them out based on heritage. Hear me out. It's because I think they'll win the Premier League. So I don't think they're capable of winning Prem and UCL at the same time.
Not win all 4 yet. Might have to deal with it.
Do you want to know who I think are dark horses for the Champions League? Benfica.
Come on, K-Mac, man. Why do you always do this?
I think they're dark horses. I'd be worried to get them.
Benfica are not winning the Champions League, man.
I'd be worried.
I'm not afraid of Turbin. I'm not afraid of Turbin.
If Benfica win the Champions League, I'll chop my balls off.
They've got the best form in. They've got the best form in Europe right now.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, chat.
Under Mourinho.
I heard it here. You can clip it. If Benfica win the UCL, I'll chop my balls off. It's not gonna happen.
You know why? Everyone keeps asking, Jamie, why do you so positive all the time? I'm not. I'm fucking bored, and I've just got. I've just got to find something in football in life to cheer me up, man. So I'm just saying.
I am positive about Liverpool right now.
I'm just saying Liverpool will win the Champions League. I believe it? No, I don't believe it at all. But I'm saying it because I need to put some positive energy out there, and hopefully everyone takes it and that gets going. So yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Actually, I actually believe it. I won't lie.
I can't be asked anymore.
Why do you believe it?
Heritage, 1, is always where I start, and then 2, just X factors. I feel like we actually have X factors that matter in Champions League knockout games. Like you need players that can turn the game on their head, regardless of tactics, regardless of XYZ. You need players that can get it done regardless. And I feel like Ekitike is a player like that. Wirtz is a player like that. I think when hopefully Isak comes back decently well, if we go later into the rounds by like late April, May, I think Isak can be that player. I think Salah can up it for a big game. So I just feel like we have a lot of players that can up it for a big game. So, and we've proven that this season, right? Like we've kept.
The reason why I hear you is player mentality more than anything else. It's not just Virgil. McAllister 2 weeks ago came out in an interview and said, it's really sad that we can't win the Premier League, but we're still there in the UCL. I think the players subconsciously believe that they can win the UCL as well.
They do. We have winners. We have winners throughout our team, right? Why wouldn't they believe it? Right. Yeah, so that's how I.
On paper, again, it's on paper, right? But on paper, we have a team that can match anybody. The problem is, and the reason why I don't put us in the top 3 is that based on our form this season, we're completely unpredictable. We'll go out and we'll beat Newcastle like we did last weekend. The week before, we lost last minute to Bournemouth. That's not something that inspires confidence in me. But if
big up Saeed, we are gonna smoke them, inshallah. No banter. I think Spurs will smoke you tomorrow. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. We will be there, inshallah.
I hope
Big up to you, Saeed. Appreciate it.
No, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Doing too much. Spurs ain't getting shit. Spurs are ass.
Tell me the last time Man United beat Spurs.
Listen, hold on. First and foremost,
listen is not a date.
I'm being charitable, all right? Man United, like allowing Man United to be happy is like giving a homeless person $20. Like it's a good thing. You're being charitable. And number 2, I'm tired of seeing this dude who hasn't cut his hair in a year. I want them to win the 5 games so I never have to see that guy's face again. And Spurs are dog shit, dog water, ass. And
see, I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite, Mike. I actually would love to continue seeing that guy because that would be a reminder of how far Man United is.
I'm tired of it.
I agree. I actually want to see the.
If I'm seeing that kid a year from now, then clearly Man United's fortunes haven't turned. So I'd love to continue seeing that.
But Emeka, they're going to go back because they don't know how to hire a manager. So let them enjoy this one moment. Because listen, if you really hate them, the real long play here to be really despicable and vile would be to allow them to build up some hope and like, they pick up some steam and things are looking good. And then they hire an absolute fuckhead and then their whole shit goes right back down the drain. They need to come up a little bit in order for it to really feel like rock. Sometimes you let your enemy take a step forward so that you can beat them 5 steps back.
Honestly, they're on their new manager bounce, but I honestly wouldn't discredit Carrick too much yet, man. Because hasn't he never lost since he's been managing them? Like even the previous stint, he hasn't lost.
Michael Carrick's actually pretty decent coach. Though,
I think he's decent. I think he's decent.
He fell off at Borough, though. He did.
But Borough, they probably didn't have the players. That's the thing.
Because my thing is, with a lot of these,
fuck you all, okay? Man United pain is the best form of thing we can enjoy. I need that. We will be there tomorrow, inshallah. Wake up feeling like a Spurs fan, and that's it. The rest is on. The rest
is it at Spurs or United?
What?
Where is it?
Old Trafford.
United.
Yeah, they should win, but they haven't beaten Spurs.
Did you see what Fulham did to them?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It was first off, Kevin's goal is a freak goal, and it was a penalty. Like they were leading for 83 minutes in that game.
Comfortable. It was comfortable.
Like it was just that. That's a banger. That's a banger.
Fulham had 60% possession of the football almost.
Yeah, and United should have been up by more than 2-0 83 minutes into the game. They were wasteful.
Could have.
No, you cannot view
Fulham have higher XG than Man United. Fulham have higher XG.
You have a totally tainted window when it comes to United. You cannot view them unbiasedly.
No. It's not even about unbiased or not unbiased. The game. By the way, if your logic is bangers, then Man United didn't deserve to beat Arsenal then. Because like 3 of them were bangers, 2 of them were bangers.
No. What I'm trying to say is that United led that game comfortably. It slipped away, but they won it back. Like these things happen. And if you played that game 9 times out of 10, United are winning that game 9 times without needing a last minute winner. If you watch that game,
I
9
disagree.
times out of 10.
Fulham had higher XG, and Fulham had chances themselves. They had a
XG
lot of
hype. I
chances.
hate XG is stupid.
I watched the game,
Fuck
so
XG.
the stats match my eye test. Fulham at least deserve to get a draw in that game, at least.
Like they did against us.
I just don't agree.
Yeah, they did.
They also scored a
They
banger
deserve to
against
get a
us.
draw.
Yeah,
They deserve to get
XG
the draw.
is.
Anyway,
I don't-
fuck Man United. I can't wait for their fall off.
Yeah.
Which, anyway, the only thing I predict them to fall off, but I think Chelsea will fall off even more. So United will finish 5th, which is probably anyway good for us. Like we need them to get Champions League football so that they can do fuck all next season. So now here's the thing for us winning the Champions League. For me, it completely depends on the draw. I will literally tell you yes or no. February 27th, inshallah, we're all here happy, safe, and healthy. It'll be Ramadan at the time as well. I'll be doing the draw while fasting, so I will pray. We need to avoid Bayern, we need to avoid Barcelona, and we need to avoid PSG. These are the 3 clubs I want to avoid. The reason is, these are the 3 clubs, if they went 1-0 up against us and we have to attack them, we are completely fucked. Because they would abuse us down the other end. Those 3 clubs for me.
I don't think we can play PSG until like the semifinal. I mean, I know the 4 teams that we can play in the round of 16, but then they do a whole redraw, and I don't know how it works with the sides of the bracket. But I think that PSG, of all the teams that you named, I think PSG and Barcelona are the only 2 that would have a connecting point for the quarterfinal. But yeah, I would agree. It depends on who we draw.
I have a 5th or 6th favorite right now.
I mean, if we don't,
Bayern, Arsenal, PSG,
Arsenal, man.
Barcelona, Real Madrid. We're 6th or 5th.
I don't give Real Madrid a bigger chance than us this season.
Us and Madrid are fighting. Yeah, but same thing we say with Moments. They got a lot of Moments players too. Let's not lie. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've lost a few more players as well. They just
They're way too
everywhere.
inconsistent, and they don't even have they have what's his name?
Madrid got
Arbeloa?
Moments players on the fucking bench, like Brahim Diaz and Arda Güler could come on.
Sam's right. Sam's right. You can't count out Madrid in this.
I'm not counting them out, but I don't think that they have a better chance than us.
No.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Sure.
counting out the Italian clubs. I don't give a fuck where Inter finished. I'm counting them out. Any Premier League team will beat Inter Milan. Like even if you bring United and put them in the UCL, they'd beat the Italian teams. The Italian teams are fucking shit. I think the only German team that worries me is Bayern.
Yeah.
Because of their attack. You could get at them. The problem is the only scenario where you're fucked against Bayern is if they go 1-0 up. If they go 1-0 up and now you've got to attack on the counter, you're fucked. Because Harry Kane is in that DM role, fucking get the ball. And as soon as he gets the ball, he's got like fucking 4 runners in front of him. Let's go in space.
Bing, bing,
And then
bing.
Frimpong is down the other side, and then Musiala scores.
Yeah.
We could
we've
just
also-
give
we've also got the guy
Luis
that we
Diaz
sold.
infinite 1v1s. Yeah.
We've also got the guy that we sold that's like would be on
Yeah.
a 1-man mission.
He'll be
to
motivated.
take us
He'll be
down.
motivated.
Yeah, he'll be motivated.
Listen,
I
at the
worry
end of the
about
day,
I worry
the
about
Champions
Atletico
League-
Madrid. You know,
The Champions League is more like UFC style. By the way, last year, I'll be honest with you, and this is another thing. Sometimes in football, luck is a thing. We have to be honest.
Yeah.
We were
All
extremely
the time
unlucky
in
to
football.
finish first and get fucking PSG anyway. We were very unlucky. Like you look at the teams that Arsenal are supposed to get now, and like even last year's Liverpool would have beaten every single one of the teams that Arsenal are going to get right now.
But also, we
You
went
need
out on
luck on your
penalties,
side.
right? Don't get me wrong. They were the better team in the first leg. We were the better team in the second leg. But we went out on penalties. No other team, every other team lost to them, right? So
Yeah, I know, but all I'm saying
So
is like
that's
in
what I
terms
mean.
of like the whole luck thing,
yeah,
you finished first and you end up playing the eventual winners. This is fucked up, bro. Like it's fucked
They
up.
also hit the post. Kwanzaa hit the post.
Yeah.
Also,
I
Husam,
remember the first like
Let's go.
7-8 minutes, not even 7-8 minutes, like 17-18 minutes of the game. We were dominating PSG. I think Donnarumma pulled off like 3 saves out his ass.
Salah
like,
had 2 cleared off the line.
yeah, the Salah one that was
Like
cleared off the
Pacha.
line by Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes cleared it off with his thigh. So
Yeah,
many moments
brilliant.
in that game. So many moments. And then Darwin Núñez, who 2 people on the panel stan, but we will let that go. stand.
Are you dead ass right now?
stand.
Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass
Did I
pointing
name
to Darwin?
Did I name
fucking Nunes
names?
that
Did I
game?
name Raks? But
No,
two people
but this
stand.
is just absurd. Well,
I
how,
never
how,
said any names.
how are you looking
There
at
are
that
5
tie
people on the
and
panel.
going
It
to
could be
Darwin
any
Nunes?
spot of the 5, but they
How?
smile. They know each other.
Like what? How? This doesn't even. Why even name him? Why even name Darwin Nunes?
Oh,
Darwin
really?
Nunes is
Who
not the
missed
only
our
one to
first
miss a pen.
penalty? Who missed our first penalty?
Oh my God! Congratulations. Who else missed
Oh my
penalties?
god. Oh my god.
Who else
Who
missed
missed-
penalties?
Was
Donnarumma
and
saved
on
3
top of all
pens.
this, one thing I'll never forgive Slot for. Why didn't you make the sub of take off Allison and bring on Kelleher?
Yep.
You know, it's getting to the stage now. I think
He's
Emeka and
so
Mike
bad.
probably noticed this and came back. If I'm doing a watch along and we concede the penalty, I put +1 for the other team.
Yeah.
I
It's,
have zero confidence in Allison saving a
Ali's
penalty.
no good at pens.
he's so
That
bad.
Vitinha, one second. That Vitinha penalty lives in my head rent free.
Oh, he should have.
I have never seen a more slow motion penalty go into the back of net in my fucking life. Like, I think if Allison wanted to, like, if Allison was here and he just wanted to do this and grab it, he could have. It's so slow. Like, that penalty irritates the
Yeah,
fuck
that
out
was
of me.
that was terrible.
Does. This annoys me. And then had we beaten PSG, hypothetically, we would have gotten fucking Aston Villa. We would have gotten Arsenal from last year with Moreno, who we would have beaten. And then Inter in the final. It would have been the easiest double.
Villa almost knocked out PSG. Villa in their home leg should have scored 5 goals. Donnarumma
Yeah.
pulled
John
it out of
McGinn,
his hands.
remember the John McGinn chance?
I remember all of them.
Where Donnarumma did this, like he was flaunting backwards. He's fucking unreal.
You know what's not talked about enough in that PSG.
Don't big up Donnarumma. We've got him on Sunday.
The home fixture, Husam. I think why we lost was actually because when Trent went down. Before Trent
Yeah,
went
I
down,
agree.
we were
I
going to
agree
win.
completely.
Yeah,
I agree
I
completely.
agree with that.
Kwanzaa right back for me was the most painful thing.
Yeah,
Was it as well Newcastle away, right? Where he started right back, I swear, or Gomez, one of them.
Yeah.
Bro, we were fucking shit in the Newcastle away game up until, of course, the King stepped up and we ended up winning the game, drawing the game actually.
He did.
Kelleher
Bobby
towards
and
the
Shaw.
end as well, Newcastle
This
away.
is mentioning the King. I think it could be interesting because I saw a few flashes the other week against Newcastle that maybe there may be something there between him, Ekitike, Wirtz, and he. I felt like Mo was getting more involved, and
like a connection. You scared me.
Yeah. yeah. So no, so
Where
I
we
so
were
I
going
think
with that.
I feel like everyone is talking about the Wirtz Ekitike combination, but I think Mo still has a part to play in the rest of the season, and we shouldn't write him. Well, no one should write off one of the all-time Premier League greats, but anybody who does should write some off at his peril because I think he may still have a say.
Yeah,
Do you follow Moby on Twitter still, Rax, right?
Yeah.
You saw the tweet where he like points out how like he's still dragging players with him even at this age. Moby tweeted it out, I think 3 days ago. He tweeted out the picture where like there was 3 Newcastle players on him. I still think there needs to be just. This is why I begged. The first 3 months of the season, I was begging for Frimpong to be right back. I was begging for it. All I wanted is just runners around him. By the way, I think Mo is a willing passer. He just needs to see movement around him and he'll find you. Like that's one thing that no one can discredit him for. So, like, I think he was good against Newcastle. I think Ekitike was fucking phenomenal. He was elite. But for me, the key here, if we're talking about winning the Champions League and we're all honest about it, the one part of the team that must turn up is our midfield. They have to turn the fuck up in those Champions League games or we won't win it. I'm talking about the Joneses, the McAllisters, the Gravenbergs, the Soboslais, all these guys, even Wirtz, like if he's in that area, if he's not left wing, he need to turn up too. For me, the midfielders is the key of a Champions League, because like if you look at the Champions League winners, who won the Champions League last season? Vitinha, Joao Neves, Fabian Ruiz. Who won the Champions League the year before that? Toni Kroos, Luka Modric.
Real Madrid.
You get me? Who won the Champions League there before that?
City.
Who was in their midfield?
Rodri.
Even John Stones was inverting to the midfield. Rodri, Bernardo Silva. You get me?
Yeah.
Foden, players like that.
It always comes down to that.
Even when we won it, fucking Fabinho, best DM in the world. Wijnaldum was fucking performing like 8, 9 out of 10 every week, and so was Henderson. And even the ones that came off the bench, like the Milners and the Oxes and the Naby Keitas, like they played a role. You know, they did their job. Even if I go the year after where we won the Premier League and Chelsea won it, they had fucking Jorginho and Kante. Like, and by the way, here's the thing. I think McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch turning up actually uplifts our team by like 50% directly.
Yeah.
Like they need to be there, bro. Like they need to be there for the team.
I've said this for the last week or so now, and Yoko says it in the chat there because I said this the other day. I don't think it's a coincidence that our attack is actually better when Salah plays, and it's not Salah playing well. It's the fact that he because he's Mo Salah, he draws 2 players onto him all the time because he's Mo Salah, right?
I agree.
And when you have that with the balance in attack, because he is right-sided, and because you get that balance, then you free up space in the attacking areas for other players to do their thing, and you look a little bit more fluent up top. And I'm not saying Salah's playing well or anything like that before anyone gets on to me. It's just he's influenced by his name, you know, and where he plays. Because a manager is still going to look at it and think, yeah, Mo's not great at the moment, but I can't take the chance on not putting 2 men on him because he's Mo Salah of previous stuff. Because if I don't, and what happens and he scores and he creates something, then we got an issue. But our attack has been like far better and
like
more.
No one's defending Chiesa with 3 players.
No
one.
Yeah, like our attack has been more fluid the last few games since Salah's been on that right. And so because it's the balance of things. When Szoboszlai's playing on the right, he's going more in the middle, yeah. So you've got no balance on that right-hand side. And you basically just got Frimpong on his own. And the fluidness of our attack isn't quite the same. So, and it's not me. I'm not saying Salah's playing well or anything like that. I don't think he is at all. I think he's playing below what he is as a footballer. But him just being on the pitch just attracts players and gives you more balance up top for me. And so I think that's why I actually think that's why he's playing every week at the moment. I think that's what Slot sees as well. Gives you more balance. You got a right and a left hand side. You got, you know, Wirtz picking up pockets. You got Ekitike dragging centre backs around, and you got Salah occupying fullbacks and midfielders that get dragged into his space. So just for being Mo Salah doesn't mean he's playing well or anything. It's just that's just the fact of the beast right now.
I also want to mention something on the Champions League as well. I think set pieces are really important in this Champions League now. I think we've scored 6. I think we've scored 6. I think we're being really good at set pieces in the Champions League. So I think that's really going to help us.
Mo's actually been decent on corners. So has Szoboszlai and McAllister as well.
We only realised 8 years later that Mo's the best corner taker in the world.
Who was taking our left-sided corners last year? Who was taking it?
Robbo?
Was it Robbo?
No, I think McAllister was taking corners.
Trent and Robbo, wasn't it?
How did Robbo survive taking our corners the whole season? And I was saying it.
He got quite a few assists.
Why is he taking every corner?
He always hit the first man.
And the worst part, Husam, is Salah was going for the record last season. Why didn't we put him on the corners? We could have got that. He needed what, 2 more assists? Oh man, that's
Yeah.
That's crazy. In retrospect, that's crazy.
I think the Champions League's really interesting as well because it's in Hungary as well, isn't it? So you got Szoboszlai's on a mission, on a one-man machine mission to make sure we get there. It's got to help. I think he's got what's he got 6 GA, hasn't he, in 8 games or something?
Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing well. But
for me, it's not impossible to win the UCL, is my point. But it's just about who we face. We face good. We can't be facing these fucking difficult ass teams because we will get screwed basically.
I have a question. I have a question for everybody though. I know we don't want Zobel right now playing at right back, but when we bring in a midfielder that can actually pass, let's say a Wharton, could you see a future where Zobel could actually play at that right back and just be whipping in crosses? I think if we compared him to Trent defensively, how much worse is he than Trent defensively?
Oh, far
It depends the player you mentioned though. By the way, again today, for all the Elliot Anderson merchants, I hope you guys watched the game today. I warned you all about Elliot Anderson. I told you he's not the player for Liverpool. He literally gives the ball to the Leeds player for the third goal. I told you Elliot Anderson's ceiling, his fucking best case scenario is to be Henderson. Like, that's his ceiling. You know?
Yeah.
Wharton is the guy that we need to go for. Wharton is the absolute fucking gem. And I'm telling you guys from right now, we will go for him in the summer. Mark
We
it
are
down
going
right
for
now.
him. Husam, we're
We're
gonna
going
go
for
for
him
him again.
down.
We're gonna-
Husam exclusive, Husam ITK, Husam works at KFC, whatever you want. At the end of the day, we're going to go for Wharton in the summer. Whether we sign him or not is not on me. We're going for him in the summer. Elliot
Hold on.
Anderson is fucking mid. I don't want him.
As long as McAllister goes for him, I'm happy, man.
But Jamie, what I think is actually about to happen, just understanding, like if I'm thinking about how Edwards and our ownership thinks, friggin' Jones is telling them, yo, I want 200 plus K a week to play in this position, and I don't think they view him that way. So I think their plan is to sell him and replace him with Wharton. That's what I think is the plan.
It looks that way. It looks that way.
Because they're like, if we're gonna pay 200K a week, we're gonna trust Wharton to have a higher ceiling than you. We'd rather give that money to him than, which is unfortunate. I love Jones, but I do think that's how they're thinking about it right now.
I might be the only one. Yeah,
I love Jones. Like I rate
You
Jones.
know.
I really like Curtis Jones.
You know,
Yeah,
I
I rate Jones. I've
You
always-
say this every week, Jamie. Why do you always think you're the only one?
No, it's not that. I don't like Adam Walton.
Oh,
Wharton's
yeah,
class.
you're the only one.
Wharton's
Yeah, you're the
class.
only one.
Wharton's
You're the only one on that one.
you're the only
Please
one
don't
on
tell
that
me you
one.
like Elliot Anderson. If you tell me you like Elliot Anderson, Jamie, we're gonna have beef.
I prefer Elliot Anderson to Walton. Yeah.
I do. I prefer Elliot Anderson to Wharton as well, but I'd take either. Like they're both brilliant.
Wharton has that game.
Hey, don't put me down here with these guys.
You know that.
No,
I just think he's an
don't put
all-rounder.
me. Don't put me.
Wharton gang. I cannot
Sorry,
vote for-
Emeka.
I'm Team Wharton.
Mike Das, Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton?
He wants to leave it up.
I'm a
Mike
Wharton
Das,
guy.
Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton?
Me?
Is he lagged out?
That's Mike frozen.
So-
I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
I think Anderson.
Zone down on something else. Zone down on something else, boys. I'm sorry.
I think Anderson.
Switch off
too.
the Playboy magazine. Talk to me, brother. Is it
About what? About what?
Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton? Choose one.
Shit, that's like
We need a passer. We need a passer in
no
our
fucking
mid.
no, neither.
Yeah.
Neither.
Adam
You
You
Wilson's
have
the
to
best.
choose one. Gun to your head.
No, I don't have to choose one. I don't know. Neither. None.
Gun to your head, طيب. Choose one.
Pull the trigger.
I will just put you next to them then, by definition. Here we go. Where are the Wharton people?
Yes.
These are the
I'm
Anderson
Team Wharton. I'm Team Wharton, man.
I do
Yeah.
like
Elliot-
that.
Elliot Anderson's a better passer than Walton.
No, I don't think he's a better passer. I think he's a better
Is
like
he moves
all-round
the
player.
he moves the ball
Tackler.
better on Walton. Walton's just a one pass person. Got a one pass.
I don't think what doesn't make any sense to me is
You
that
move forward to the top.
Plus Walton plays with 5 players behind him, right?
Yeah.
I think people. Yeah, I don't think Walton. I don't think Walton's all that, man. I really
why are
don't.
we obsessing over the passing?
What's the-
Like this is what why are we harping on like
Because that's
The
what you
midfield-
fucking need.
bullshit.
Or attack.
Bullshit.
That is 100% what our midfield.
No, it is not. No, it is
Or
not.
attack
If you look at the way that our midfield plays, we vacate the most important positions on the pitch in all of the games that we suck in. We build up with our 2 center backs.
Yeah,
Like
Henderson will sit there better. That's why it'd be better.
listen. He might do that. But what I feel like the perfect profile of midfielder that we need is Szoboszlai, who is more technically gifted and better going forward. It's literally that simple. You need a well-rounded 8 that's more technically gifted than Szoboszlai because Szoboszlai can't play quick. Szoboszlai in tight spaces.
Gravenberch is that 8.
Exactly. Like I think modern football is more about balance, and I think you need someone who can be technically intricate but also be defensively sound. And like you cannot lose the
The
defensively
reason why your
sound.
equation
I
can't
will-
work is because Gravenberch is not a good passer.
That's bullshit.
Do you know he's actually our best?
Oh my God! Did you watch him in Newcastle?
He's average at best.
Come on, he's
He's
average.
Did you watch him in Newcastle?
It's
Why do we
actually-
like
all
each
the
other?
toffee.
Gravenberch is an average passer. He's not a good
He's
passer.
average at best.
he's actually our best passer in midfield.
No, he's not.
He's not.
McAllister's a better passer. Jones
Nah,
is a better
man,
passer.
McAllister's dog shit.
Szoboszlai is a better
Gra-
passer than him.
No,
Gra-
Jones is the
Gra-
best passer.
Gravenberch progresses the ball forward more than any other midfielder we have every single game.
That doesn't mean he's a good passer.
Doesn't mean he's a
Yes,
good
but
passer.
means-
You do realize that McAllister's run to a man, he gives it to McAllister. That's called progressing the ball.
No, but McAllister can't progress himself. He can't even progress the ball. When
We're
McAllister,
talking as a passer, not as an athlete.
And actually,
I think Gravenberch is better than everyone gives him credit for, man.
Who are you dropping for Elliot Anderson? Here's the better question. Liverpool
McAllister.
signed Elliot. No, okay.
I don't want Elliot Anderson.
yeah, we
God
won't
forbid.
lose it.
God forbid.
Okay,
God forbid.
Liverpool. So you're telling me right now that okay, but that doesn't make any sense. So is Szoboszlai going to stay playing right back? Because next season I have Frimpong.
That's why-
So
that's why I asked
who's,
that
who's getting dropped?
Mike, next season we got 5 in midfield with Xabi Alonso.
That's why I asked the question, Mike, because I think Gravenberch, for the way we want to play, especially if teams are going to play a low block on us, Gravenberch in that 8 to me is better than Zobo. there.
Gravenberch is shit.
He needs to be
Gravenberch-
receiving the ball.
Gravenberch is
needs
shit
to be
in
receiving the ball in tight areas and turning. That's what I want. That's what I want. Gravenberch.
We need someone with positional discipline and the ability to pass in high pressure. Don't get me wrong. What's his name? He's good at dribbling. He can take the ball sometimes on a half turn and dribble, but the passing the ball is faster than dribbling with the ball.
Thank you.
We don't use the ball well enough.
Exactly.
And second of all, shout out to my guy Kuram who's in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, but we also don't provide our midfield. We
Mike,
don't
can
provide
I
our
give you the
midfield
honest
with
answer
enough
that no one wants to
immediate
give?
options.
If you want to be this controlling possession side, you have to
I
drop
don't.
Gravenberch.
I don't want to be this
That's the
controlling.
last
position.
person you drop.
Wait, you
That's
said
the
we
last
have to drop
person.
Gravenberch?
The
Why do we
Gravenberch is
get
the last person you
If
drop.
we get Wharton, he has to go bench, 100%.
No.
I don't want Adam Morton. I don't want fucking Adam Morton.
Okay, 1 second. Does everyone here?
can't do
Does everyone here agree that most likely, if Slot is not the manager next season, we're gonna have 3 in midfield most likely, even if it's 5 at the back. K-Mac, because
Yeah.
you got 2 wing back.
Yeah.
So it's 3 in midfield.
Yeah.
Do we all agree that long term the plan is for Wirtz to be in the 10? I would
Yes.
assume
Probably.
starting next season he's gonna be in the 10 with Isak and Ekitike.
Well,
up
it's
top.
where he's playing right now, to be fair.
Okay, so he's gonna be on the 10. Okay, who's the other 2 then?
Gravenberch and whoever the new midfielder is.
Yeah, Gravenberch and Ward.
So you're dropping Szoboszlai, Jamie, Mister. I love Szoboszlai so much.
Yeah, that's true. Gravenberch is our best.
You're dropping Szoboszlai.
Gravenberch is our best midfielder.
I am so keeping
is.
Szoboszlai over
But
Gravenberch.
Jamie's cooking.
I'm
Jamie's
so-
cooking. Jamie's right.
Gravenberch is our best midfielder.
That's
Gravenberch
fact.
what makes everything tick.
Yes.
You take
fact.
him out the team, we don't tick in midfield. He's the only one.
I think Adam
Gravenberch
Wharton
is not getting dropped. for
Next
Zobo.
season,
Gravenberch is
next
not
season,
getting
if we get Alonso, it's Wharton, Szoboszlai, and Wirtz.
I agree with that. That's what Alonso would do if it's Alonso.
That's it.
And actually, even if it's like an Enrique, let's assume best case scenario Enrique. First thing Enrique will do is sell Gravenberch because he is not the level of passer that he needs in his midfield. It's the truth, guys. Gravenberch is a very good tackler. He's very good defensively.
Szoboszlai
He's
is not
very
a great
good
passer
dribbler.
either. So I
He's
don't
very good
understand.
with running with the ball. Athletic,
Yeah.
he's very athletic. But when it comes to passing, he is average.
So was Szoboszlai.
What is Zobo? Zobo's average as well. He's not.
No,
great.
I think Szoboszlai is an above average.
Szoboszlai is poor first touch passing, poor first touch.
His first touch
Doesn't
is
break the
awful.
lines very often. He needs Szoboszlai. The thing is, Szoboszlai needs about 3 seconds on the ball. If Szoboszlai gets 3 full seconds, he can do something. But that's very rare. Szoboszlai is good from set pieces, and Szoboszlai is good at defensive work rate. Those are his best qualities.
He
Dead ball,
he
defensive
wouldn't
work
be
rate.
using him.
honestly.
He wouldn't be using him as the progressor. He'd be using him as the engine, basically.
Zobo's game reminds me so much of Trent at right back. Like he needs the game in front of him and he needs time to just ping passes. I generally could see
It
him.
wouldn't shock me.
moving
It
to
wouldn't shock me. Specifically, if
I've
we
got
went
to go,
5 at the
guys,
back,
right.
right wing back, it wouldn't shock me.
Look,
Yeah,
I think
right,
one of
we're
the-
back. I hear
think-
that.
I
I
think
hear
one
that.
of the areas we're lacking And I think Arsenal have exemplified that this season, as have Sunderland, ironically. And they're bearing in mind they've just come up. Physicality right now is of prime importance. You need one of the reasons why Arsenal, for example, get so many set piece goals is not just because they have a dominant header in the shape of Gabriel, is because they have so many other big players around him.
Yeah.
And when you have set piece scenarios, you can't just look at Gabriel, even though he's the primary scorer. You know that there are other weapons that they have. There are other people who are getting in positions who are they're just physically imposing. They just take up space. So one of the reasons why we're losing that midfield battle, I don't think Gravenberch is physical enough. I don't think what's his name is McAllister is physical enough, and I think we need to, especially the fact that we've got two smaller fullbacks. With two smaller fullbacks, I think we need to. That's one of the areas where we need to. We definitely need to, in inverted commas, bulk up, yeah. That football is moving that way.
On Gravenberch, man. I think you
did you see what Chelsea did against Arsenal, where they just threw a load of forwards up, and then Arsenal couldn't put as many people in the box.
The irony about that was the irony about that was people saying, "Oh, that happened last season." People were doing that about halfway through the season. People started doing that against Arsenal last season as well, but no one seems to have connected the dots. And lots of people actually commented about it last season as well. So it was really bizarre that all of a sudden the commentators seemed like that was something new. Granted, for the first part of this season, people hadn't done it. But if you go back to the middle of last season, people started doing it. They started leaving 3 or 4 players up in midfield. Chelsea switched it a little bit because they had all of a sudden had 3 players moving forward in one go, and that kind of changed it. But to have 3 players on the halfway line during set piece, that happened a few times last season.
Yeah, I think
that's bad.
I think the only problem with Szoboszlai through the middle in a deeper position that he likes to vacate his area a lot because he's such a box-to-box runner. And to restrict his actual best attributes to make him a sitter, it's going to be difficult for him to do. You know, even when he plays right back, he likes to get forward. That's why he gets caught a lot of the time defensively in that right back position. He's a runner. He's what he is. Just, you know, unless he can be disciplined to sit there. Even the great Steven Gerrard, there was a reason Rafa Benitez made him a right midfielder, because he kept vacating his position, and he had to learn, you know, not to vacate your central midfield position because you can't vacate it. So if you literally put Walton and Gravenberch as the 2 and they sit and don't vacate, you're better defensively than Szoboszlai or anyone else.
Well, that's the problem now with Gravenberch too. He's vacating that position.
Yeah, he's allowed to go 8. He's not a good 8. I actually think Gravenberch. I actually think Gravenberch is a better 6 than he is an 8.
I agree with that, 100%.
Because if you remember when he was under Jurgen Klopp used him as an 8, and no one really liked him there. I actually think he's better. I think Gravenberch is better when he receives the ball in his own half and moves with it from a deeper position than he is if he's already a little bit further forward. So when you got a 6 who can get the ball from a deep position and progress forward, and they can get in the more attacking third areas and get shots off and passes off in the wide areas, they look good for it. And everyone goes, you should play him a bit further up.
I love you.
Starting there,
the
if he's starting there, he's not as good. I just think, I think he's better.
I think I like him in a more like double pivot box to box role. Like to me, his best moments in that Newcastle game was when McAllister was further back and playing the balls into Grav to break forward. So I could see Wharton playing that McAllister role and just pinging balls into Wirtz and pinging balls into Gravenberch. And because what happened is teams stopped pressing Gravenberch like deep in our half. They don't have to, we can't press him. He's going to turn us and go. So I don't feel like he gets the opportunities to show that quality when he's playing further back. If you look at, because people have been putting out all these Gravenberch comps from that Newcastle game, and if you look at his best moments, it's all with McAllister playing the ball into him. So McAllister is actually further back. And then again, the reason why I kind of agree with you guys that he's a better 6 is because of the passing. Because he had 2 or 3 moments where he's right there in the box. I think there was one pass to Salah that he way overplayed. He had another pass.
Yeah,
I think
Gravenberch is an average
it's
passer.
just poor. It's just poor.
Well, that's why if you play Gravenberch with Walton, you get the best out of both worlds.
Yeah, you get best of both worlds.
You get
Yeah,
the
no,
more-
I'm with you there.
You get the more discipline out of everyone defensively in Gravenberch, who's good at intercepting and picking up good defensive areas on the pitch, and a good ball carrier. And then you got the pass through Walton, ain't you? So you've actually got a better chemistry between them two in that middle.
The question
Okay,
is,
let me.
do we need
Go on.
two proper defensive, like when we used to sing, you've got the best midfield in the world, Xabi Alonso, Gerrard, and Mascherano. Do we need do we need more, like, two properly? Because Xabi was a great pass. He was very good at interception. He wasn't a great dribbler and carrier of the ball, but he didn't need to be. Then you had Mascherano as a destroyer. Do we need two proper solid? Because right now,
I might
people
be
are
wrong,
running
but I
through us
read
like
somewhere
crazy.
that they only played like 7-8 games with each other. That three midfield, the whole 08-09 season.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Xabi Alonso injured for a long time? I swear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
very-
had to play like Lucas Leiva and shit.
No, they played Momo
Yeah, but-
Sissoko.
Yeah, but that's the
08-09.
song is Momo Sissoko, Xabi Alonso, Gerrard, and Mascherano.
We have to
So
double check.
And guess what? It won't fuck all.
Yes, because Rafa Benitez was stubborn and he sent Robbie Keane back to Spurs in January.
No,
Anyway,
to be fair, it's because we didn't have a squad because he didn't have the financials to buy anyone. But I don't think you need DMs like everyone keeps saying you do. I just think you need good defensive team structure more than DMs.
true.
I don't look. If you look at it, you just need good. Like Gravenberch can defend. That's why he plays centre back. He can pick up late positions on the pitch to intercept. If you've got a better defensive structure and build around your team that's defensive third going into attack, you can see less goals.
Arsenal, for example, don't have a proper destroyer, but they have physically imposing players who work really hard and cover
Yeah,
lots
that's
of
what you
space.
need. That's what you
Yeah,
need.
I think that's what you
Well,
need.
I agree.
You don't need just
That,
a destroyer. That doesn't.
Yeah.
That's kind of done with now.
Yeah, because Declan Rice is box to box. Super Mendy's not a destroyer. He's a deep line playmaker who likes getting forward. And then they got Moreno who likes to get into the box and score goals. You got Odegaard who prefers to be a 10. You got Eze who prefers to be a 10.
Yeah.
So they're actually the more defensive midfielder they got is the guy they got from Brentford, and he don't play.
Yeah. Honestly, I genuinely see when we bring in a midfielder this summer, I genuinely see at some point Zobo becoming like our right back. I genuinely see that happening. I just think it brings.
It's not impossible. It's not.
Yeah, I could. I know he doesn't want to do it, but I think we might be best served as a team with him there because I don't think he's that much worse than Trent was in that position defensively. Like I just don't think he's obviously
and
they're
he
both
has
bad
that
defenders,
team. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Anyway, let me just grab the supers before we get out of here because this is see, that's the call that tells us we need to end the stream. Big up to all you guys.
I thought that was the ice cream man for a minute.
Make sure the guys are liking and subscribing. Big up
Only ranks will get that. Sorry.
Big up to Sean. He says, "Love it, Jamie. Positivity. It's allowed. You know. You'll never walk alone." Why not big up me, huh, motherfucker? I also said we're gonna be.
Probably because you called him a motherfucker.
Yeah, I am. Hold that, Johnny. Big up to Leighton, who says thoughts on Kelleher's comments today. Look, I'll give this answer. If we were doing this stream, obviously in the summer, we would have a different perspective. And the thing for me is the following. Of course, grieving and losing someone that you used to see in the dressing room week in, week out is extremely difficult. But for us as fans, it's emotionally as well very difficult when you see your team like losing every week. You know, like from an emotional perspective as well, because we all want Liverpool to win. We all want Liverpool to succeed. We all want Liverpool to get 3 points to the board every single week. As much as like, you know, everyone is willing to forgive the players and be on their side and support them, and we all agree with that. But seeing your team basically like lose week in, week out is very difficult thing, like from an emotional perspective, to just skip. Like when we lost 9 games out of 12, that was a very difficult period for us to get through.
Yeah.
Very difficult period. Argument week in, week out. Like, even if I never did YouTube, like, I don't want to see my club lose 9 games out of 12, bro. I just don't. You know, so that's the thing for me. But thank you so much, Leighton. Guys, Arsenal is the most convincing team in the UCL. Their style in knockout competitions is efficient. No one enjoys playing them. They could do a double. Yes, but Nasser, you're a Liverpool fan. You witnessed Liverpool attempting to do the quadruple. Doing all these competitions at the same time is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult. And what makes it more difficult now is how difficult the Premier League is. Meaning, remember last season when we rotated against Southampton at home? Southampton at home, we were 1-0 down. Arsenal cannot go away to Bournemouth and at home to Brighton and blah, 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 and drop 5-6 players and still win the game. They can't. They need to play their starting 11. So now that they're in the Carabao Cup final, and I believe that they will win it, you're essentially saying that they're going to win Prem, Carabao, and win the UCL. I don't think that their squad is ready for such a test. I'll be honest with you, Nasser, but appreciate you.
I think if Arsenal drew like Liverpool in a 2-legged game,
We'd win.
I think Slot just knows that. Slot's never lost to Arteta yet, has he? So
no, he hasn't. 2-2 last year.
Yeah.
This year 1-0.
Yeah, he sort of knows how to play against him a little bit. I mean, it'd be interesting. I don't think they can meet in the knockout. It can only meet in the final, ain't it? The way it's set up.
I think maybe we could meet at I have no idea. Can we just wait for the draw? I'm tired.
Well, the draw's already been, ain't it? Draw's already been.
No, because it
still
contains this team or that team. This team or that team.
Right, got you.
No, so February 27th, we'll know for sure the path. 100%. And Jones is bank average ultimate purple patch player.
No
I
way.
don't think he's a purple patch player.
What's McAllister in?
Yes, Jones. I don't know why Jones gets this disrespect, man.
I can't
Jones
wait for
is a
McAllister to
player.
win us the Champions League 1-0. Salah assist will be beautiful. And then we could all dunk on James.
Hey, I've got no problem with McAllister on the ball. My problem is him off the ball, man. He runs like an OAP who just had hip surgery.
Szoboszlai is our best right back. At Newcastle, he blocked 2 or 3 goals. For sure, we need a 6, but Wharton ain't mobile enough or robust in tackles to warrant 100 million. Okay, but guess what, then? Anderson ain't good enough passer to warrant 100 million either. So how about fuck Wharton and fuck Anderson and just go to the French league and find this profile that you're talking about for 10-20 million and fuck it. Legit, I'm being serious.
Buadi. Remember that name, Buadi.
Remember Lamine Kamara as well.
Uh-huh.
It's another name. Write it down. Just like, remember I told you about Jacare 2 months ago and we ended up signing him? Don't be shocked about that Greek.
Remember I told you we were going to sign Isak in February?
Yeah, you did. We gave you credit. You know, Loki, you're like an Arsenal fan, Emeka. You have a validation kink. You really do. You just want people to validate
you just started talking about your hits as well.
Thank you, Rax. He started it. He literally started it.
Rax is lagging out. Anyway, guys, big up to all of you. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. All the links are in the description. Big up and love to every single one of you absolute legends. We can redirect you over to Drifty TV. He's live with that loser Ram playing some game. Jamie, Liverpool Chats TV is where you can find Jamie. Mike Das LFC is where you can find Mike. Emeka and Rax don't have channels, but you can find them here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys over on Drifty TV. Come on, you Spurs.